Portions of the following program may have been pre-recorded.
The following program's views, claims, or ideas may not reflect those of WSRR Radio or StylesRebelRadio.com.
In the Steel City, where the rivers align, Lucas and Dom crossing the battle line. Weekday mornings, it's a sportscast scene behind enemy lines in the heart of the dream. Every play discussed, every game analyzed. Cleveland's pride seen through Pittsburgh eyes. Behind enemy lines, where the passion ignites. Cleveland and Pittsburgh battling in sight. Lucas and Dom rise with the sun. Every morning at 10, let the games be fun. Tune into the waves, feel the thrill unfold. Behind enemy lines, stories to be told.
It is Friday morning here on October 3rd. We are here on WSRR Radio, nationally local, meaning we play your local bands on a national stage. I am Lucas Durazio, joined as always by
your boy, Dom Farrow, back as always.
We're doing a radio. There we go.
WSRR in person today.
That's right, a little in-person recording. The boys are back in town.
Back in the stew.
This is Behind Enemy Lines, your Cleveland sports talk show from Pittsburgh. That was kind of the point. That was what I wanted to throw to you for you to say that part, but it's okay. We got it off eventually.
I started thinking.
We got there. We worked to it.
Started sipping on this diet Dr. Pepper.
The DDP gets you feeling loose. It gets you off track. Dom, it's October now. We have moved to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have moved to week 5 of the NFL season. The air is getting a little crisp outside. It's not getting as warm when you're walking out. It's right now. It's like perfect room temperature outside. Where
a little cooler than that.
I like to say you don't know where your skin ends and the air begins. It's like that type of
63 degrees weather right now.
There's a slight crisp, a slight chill.
That's definitely cooler than room temp. But
we're moving into hoodie season.
September. That's got to be like the hottest September in my life.
Yeah, it was a warm, a temperate September.
Can't think of one hotter.
And now we're fully shifting into football weather here.
Football,
in the 60s.
October, baseball, you just feel it in the air. It's all coming together.
That's right. Guards made a hell of a run there at the end of the season, made the playoffs, won the Central Division. Right now, at the time of recording, they are tied 1-1 with the Tigers. They won today in Cleveland. I think it was like 6-1 was the final score.
Yeah.
Beating the Tigers, evening up that series. Fingers crossed when you guys are listening to this that the Guardians will have advance. But what we're here to talk about is our favorite sport. The gridiron,
football.
The pigskin, the oblong-shaped ball. Football heading into week 5. Dom, your Steelers started this week off 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time kickoff in Dublin. Picking up a big win against Carson Wentz and the Vikings.
Yeah.
How are you feeling heading into the bye week? Early bye week for the Steelers this year. How are you feeling after moving to 3-1, right?
3-1, that's right. Feeling great. Top of the AFC North. Most of the time I wouldn't love an early bye week, but this year I think it's coming at a perfect time. Aaron Rodgers got banged up a lot early in the season. Looked good, but this offensive line is just, it's young. So getting this bye week now, get him healed up, get Jalen Ramsey healed up. I think it's a good time. Now they're going to need to get things figured out quick for the remainder of the season because it's going to be a battle. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good overall about this team's where they're sitting right now.
Yeah, and I think that it helps too. Like, you don't love the early bye, like you said, and I don't either. I usually prefer when a bye is near the end of the year so you can kind of gear up for that final playoff push. But I think this is a good time for it to hit when Aaron Rodgers is a little bit banged up and now he can get a week to recover and then kind of push through the rest of the season, like where now his body's felt the woes of playing again, and at 41, right? 42?
Something like that.
In his 40s, I think your body needs a little bit of a break there And now that it's adjusted, it can push into the rest of the season. Also, they come off of the bye and they play the Browns at home,
That's right.
where Browns are kind of struggling right now with their offense. Their defenses looked good. Making the switch to Dylan Gabriel this week in London, too. So it's going to be a tough start against a really good Brian Flores-led defense in the Vikings for the rookie. If things don't go well there and he doesn't look good and they're kind of still off their flow, and then coming back from London across the pond, that can mess them up moving into a rivalry week on the road. I kind of feel like the Steelers, one, have a great draw there of where the bye week is and who they play after.
Mm-hmm.
And two, the Browns, I think I said it last week, like they are getting some of the worst breaks in scheduling with a start against the Packers, who they won. Of course, they won that game. And then the Lions, and then going to London, and then coming back at home back to the States, but you're on the road against your rival. They got a tough, they've had a tough go of it here.
Yeah, and I'd say that the Steelers have you could say that they've been the luckiest team in the NFL, but 100% they've been the luckiest in the AFC North. Ravens 1-3, losing Lamar, it seems like, for a couple weeks now. They had such a tough schedule early on, playing a lot of dogs. The Browns, just everything.
Yeah.
Just usually a lot of bad luck with that team.
They have, their defenses look great. Again, I'm sure we'll talk more Browns later, but, obviously they've hit some lumps. And then you stay in the division, you talk about the Bengals losing Burrow.
He might not play a game this entire season.
Burrow?
Yeah.
He's out 3 months.
They're saying this is going to be a long time, that he's going to be out, and by the time he comes back, Bengals, what do they have to play for?
Yeah, that's the thing.
So he might not play.
And Browning looks bad.
So it looks great for the Steelers right now. Playoffs look pretty promising. I don't want to get ahead of myself because I've seen late season collapses before, and I don't think you can write off the Ravens yet. Even if Lamar misses the next couple weeks, I still think that's a team that can find a way in regardless. They could heat up at any given time. But Steelers right now in a good a spot as possible heading into bye week.
Yeah, I think they definitely are. They definitely are. Browns are not in a great spot again. We'll go back to them quickly here. Dylan Gabriel getting the start again against a really tough Vikings defense, who didn't look super tough against the Steelers. I'll tell you what, they looked good.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk a little bit about that game and give Browns fans who maybe didn't see it, and now we're going to go up against the Vikings this week, a little preview of how they looked and what happened? It seemed like they were really featuring DK for the first time really of the year. Seemed like he obviously had a pretty darn good game.
Yeah, DK looked good. He definitely was able to expose that defense. So I think having a big physical threat is going to be big. I'm looking for Harold Fannin this week for the Browns.
Okay.
He's a guy
Cedric Tillman's going to be out, so we're going to be losing him.
Exactly.
I would say he's the most like DK Metcalf on the Browns, and there's still a pretty wide margin between those two, but still.
A big receiving threat because of Darnell Washington, another guy, also had himself a pretty good week. He was the leading tight end receiver, 3 catches, 20 yards. But the biggest thing was Kenneth Gainwell had a hell of a game, almost 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and he also had 6 catches for 35 yards as well. He was looking really good. The stats don't say it all. He looked like prime Barry Sanders.
I should have played him. I should have played him in my fantasy league. I did not. He's on my bench. Could have played him and I didn't.
So I'm really, really excited for Judkins this week. I think he's going to have a big week. Every single week, he's looking like he is the best rookie out of this class. And Agenti had himself a nice week last week, but all things considered, I think Judkins can continue his reign of terror with this Vikings team.
Yeah, and I think going again to the Browns now, the rookie class has looked awesome for the Browns. And I kind of talked about it a week or two ago that everyone who we've played has looked really good. The only person who I wanted them to get more involved was Isaiah Bond. I don't know if you saw any highlights. Bond got involved in the offense.
Really?
There was a couple of downfield throws to him. He made a contested catch or two. I was really happy with what I saw from Isaiah Bond. And while obviously they're different players and things, I think the fact that all of these rookies have stepped in and contributed early for the Browns, Harold Fannin, Dylan Sampson, Judkins, Carson Schlesinger, and Mason Graham look awesome on defense right now. Like I said, Bond stepped into a bigger role. I think that's kind of going to motivate and accelerate in a way Dylan Gabriel in his first start. Like it's like all these other rookies are stepping in and they're making big contributions right away. Why can't I do the same? And it kind of makes me feel like maybe something right happened in their scouting department this year. Like they had a really good draft.
Yeah.
Let's see how good it was. Like did we maybe get a guy at quarterback too?
Yeah.
I'm not super hopeful because again, it's going to be a tough situation for him. Really good defense. Going to London, for your first start is not ideal, but I'm hopefully optimistic.
Yeah, I think you should be. It can't be much worse than what
I was
going to
say that's the other thing too. It's not like we need super high expectations for him because it's not like we're moving on from a guy who was doing much. I love Flacco to death, but man, it's been rough watching him this year.
Yeah, so I think like you can't be going downhill any further than this. Like I think you're on a good trajectory now. The only thing that I've seen concerning is Shedeur Sanders going mute, being a mime in his media scrum.
I don't know what the hell's going on there. What? So I saw the clip.
Yeah,
and I didn't get the entire background of what happened. I heard something, then after a couple hours, I got another notification that he did it because he was responding to something that Rex Ryan had said or something like that on some show, some talk show. But I don't know. It just seems like it's such a circus. And I feel like it does hurt. It's also, that's the other thing about Gabriel's first start. It is going to hurt him. He's going to have some something to overcome because the first thing that happened, I feel like the first discourse that came out of him being named the starter was, okay, so now when are we going to see Shedeur? I think he was named the starter this morning on October 1st. And I think a couple hours later, I got a notification being like, Stephen A. Smith talks about when he thinks we'll see Shedeur Sanders. And it was like, they're already writing him off. They're already being like, okay, we're just one step closer to seeing the guy we really want to see. At least that's the media's viewpoint.
Oh, I believe it. I'm not sure what the timeline was today with like these two quarterbacks and their media, but I do think there is some like beef between them. And I do think part of it is because of like the media. Like you keep pushing Shedeur. Like
I almost feel like it's hard not to have like some sort of internal beef.
Yeah. So Dylan Gabriel said, you wait for the perfect time, you're going to be waiting your whole life. Didn't necessarily say anything, but some are saying that's like a subtweet at Shedeur.
About perfect timing, his song?
I don't know about like the time, but like Shedeur's always like,
see, I
could have got drafted here, but he wants to wait there. He didn't want to go to the perfect spot. Like everything needs to be perfect.
So it's about
guy.
him telling the Ravens that he didn't want to go to there.
That's what some people are thinking. And then a few hours later, Shedeur Sanders just goes full mime in his not press conference, just like a locker room
interview.
Yeah, exactly. And they're just asking him questions like, what do you feel about this? And he's just like, doing gestures. It's just, there's not really much to say about it. I think a lot of people are pretty confused.
I think it's weird that Shedeur Sanders is like doing his own, like he has like his own strange PR thing that he's doing. And some people are like drinking the Kool-Aid and liking it on Twitter or X, whatever, where like he's going to Baldwin Wallace University, which is a D3 school. It's right in Berea. It's right near the Browns practice facility. And he goes there like after practices or on an off day and he's thrown with some of their receivers.
Yeah.
Like at practice, there's been clips of it. And like part of it I like where I'm like, okay, like that's kind of cool. He's getting the locals involved and kind of helping with the community a little bit. But also it seems very performative to me because I'm like, I know there's people who he can throw to at the Browns facility.
Yeah.
And like, it almost makes me be like, he's like, some people view it as like, he's such a good like community leader. And I almost view it as it's like, he's not being a good team leader because like a good team leader puts himself and enthralls himself and the guys around him. He's like doing this where it's kind of like, hey, look at me. I am, even though he's not having media coverage do it. It's just kind of like, if you wanted to throw routes to guys who are just standing there, which is what he's doing in the video with these BW receivers. Like, you can do that with a coach's assistant or the wider, you know what I mean? Like one of the practice squad guys. I'm sure there's 100 guys there who would catch passes for you,
100%.
But he's going out and doing it performatively at a different venue.
Yeah, he cares about his image first. And it's the same thing that people got mad at Juju Smith-Schuster for. But at least Juju was still a team guy at the end of the day. Like, I don't know if you can say the same about Shedeur Sanders just yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I there's been very, very little that I've liked seeing from him. He at one point kind of seemed like he was answering all the questions the right way, where it was like, yeah, like I'm the third string guy, like whatever, I'm gonna take my opportunity when I get it, and blah blah blah. And now it's just gone back to not something that I want to see.
Yeah, but if you were him, I think it's fair to be upset because he played pretty well in the preseason. You could say
really
he played
didn't.
better than Gabriel.
I don't think he did.
I think if you look at the numbers,
his first game, he played well. He did do all right. The second game, he barely played in, if he played at all. Now that I'm thinking about it, against the Eagles, and then in the last game against whoever it was, I don't even remember. I think it was the Rams. He looked god awful. He gave up 40 yards and sacks.
Yeah,
like of him trying to run around and put the ball in his left hand and act like he's super athletic, and he's just not. And I think Gabriel just looked more like an NFL quarterback playing on time. If he did need to, if he needed to like ad lib a little bit, he could do it. But most of all, dropping back to his spot, hitting his reads at the right time. We'll see if we can hit our reads at the right time after this break. You listen to Behind Enemy Lines right here on WSRR Radio. Stick with us for a little Week 5 preview, maybe.
Hi, this is Melissa.
Hey, it's Matt.
Hi guys, my name is Ari.
Coming at you from Synergy Music Studio. Come through to a Synergy Naked session.
Synergy Naked is a live performance recording, also captured on video. Look for our releases on YouTube at Synergy Music Studio.
We're located on the south side near Chicago. Passing through.
Hit up our DMs on Instagram at Synergy Music Studio. Rock hard.
Cause this feeling hits me when I hear the sound.
If LimeWire taught us anything, your digital music is free and open to piracy, and even manipulation when it comes to digital distribution. So why settle for a bunch of ones and zeros floating around on the internet? Make your release something special with Hellbender Vinyl. Hellbender is one of America's most trusted custom vinyl record pressing plants and works with local artists to get their next release pressed exactly to their liking. So check out Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl pressing plant today by visiting hellbendervinyl.com to get started. And don't forget, all customers at Hellbender Vinyl get 5 free test presses at no additional charge. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Back here on WSRR Radio, this is Behind Enemy Lines, your Cleveland sports talk show from Pittsburgh, where we are here to serve you, just like our friends over at Clearview Windows, serving Northern Ohio with over 30 years of experience. They are more than just words on a sign. Google Clearview Windows by J.D. Miller today and call him at 330-521-0965 to get a reasonable price to replace your old drafty windows with new energy-efficient windows. That's J.D. Miller at Clearview Windows, and that is 330-521-0965. Dom, once again, we are moving into Week 5 of the NFL schedule. Week 4, kind of a snoozer of a week, besides, the Steelers coming up with a win in Dublin. The Thursday night game was all right, but I feel like the Seahawks, you kind of always knew that game was going to happen. That they were going to win at least. Giants beating the Chargers are one of the big surprises of this week.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart, first start, gives the Chargers their first loss of the 2025 season. What do you think about that one? I don't know if you caught any of that game. I really didn't, but I know the Chargers screwed about 3 parlays for me.
Yeah, that was a complete shocker. Also lost some money on that one, unfortunately. Jackson Dart, they didn't make him work too much. Scataboo was really the
Scat Pack.
The Scat Pack was working 25 carries for 79 yards. Looking pretty good. Unfortunately, I think the biggest headline out of this game was Malik Neighbors out for the season. Just devastating. One of the best receivers in the game. Just there's not much more you can say about
Ruined
this one.
Your fantasy team.
Ruined a couple.
How many fantasy teams did you have him on?
At least 2. At least 2 fantasy teams. 2
That's
out of
tough.
5, I believe. had Neighbors on. It hurts. It hurts bad. And the other league has another player in this game, Lad McConkey, who seemingly has dropped down to the third receiver on this team behind Quentin Johnston and Keenan Allen, even having less receiving yards than Omarion Hampton and Oronde Gadsden this past week.
I moved on from Lad McConkey on my fantasy league this week.
Full tank mode.
I'm in full tank mode. We're 1-3 now. Traded McConkey for a first round, a second round, Braylon Allen, Trey Tucker, a little bit of a haul there. Someone might say that the guy who made the trade with me was overpaying. I don't know about that. He's going to win it all. I think this is his year. I've been saying it for a few weeks now that I think it's his year. But yeah, I'm in full tank mode. We're looking forward, not looking back though. Eagles beating the Bucks in a tight one. That was an okay game. Jaguars beating the Niners. That was a little bit of a surprise. Bears and Raiders, a tight one.
Bears are back.
Where the Bears may be back. Ben Johnson.
I love the Bears.
Is settling into his role as the Bears head coach.
I just love the Bears.
Yeah?
It's a fun team overall. Caleb Williams, I just root for him because he's got a lot of haters. I don't know why that makes me root for him, but it does. DeAndre Swift, not really like too electric, but I root for him.
He's a good back.
Yeah.
I want to like Caleb Williams. I do. I want to like him, but when I watch him, he doesn't like. There's something there, and I don't see him. I don't watch him a lot. There's something in his game where it just like I don't know if he can get it done consistently and on the biggest stage. Like I don't know if he'll win he's not ready to win a quarterback duel in a playoff game right now.
Yeah, like what's his pro comp? Is it like
Russell
prime?
Wilson?
I think that's
Young
like too high, maybe. Unfortunately, I
You
think that's like
I think he has more pure talent than Russell Wilson when he was a young Seahawk.
maybe, but I don't know if the league demanded as much from quarterbacks now.
True.
But I was thinking like prime Kirk Cousins. Like comparing him like let's say like as good as he can get this year. He's not getting a prime Russell Wilson this year.
No, not this year.
A year or two into the future. Right now, you could say he's like even prime Kirk Cousins is a stretch, like as good as he can get. He's not there yet, but he's fun overall. I like.
He's
the Bears.
fun. I think
like
they can be all right.
receivers, too.
Odunze looks good. DJ Moore is letting me down a little bit fantasy wise, but Odunze looks good.
Yeah, DJ Moore's playing his role.
Luther Burden looking good.
Getting some reps.
He's been getting some touches. I think switching from number 87 to number 10 really helped him a lot. I think that looks a lot better. Chiefs beat the Ravens this past week. That one was a little bit of a surprise, but in that one, like, are the Chiefs back to kind of their original form, or Mahomes settling into this season a little bit, or what do you think about that one?
I mean, getting this win was massive for the Chiefs, and they're only going to get better as the season goes on. Getting Xavier Worthy back this week was pretty big. He didn't do a ton, but he still did have 5 catches, 2 rushes, so he was doing some things on the field.
They're getting him some touches.
It's good to have their number one target back, and then getting Rashee Rice back in a couple weeks is also going to be big for this offense overall. So picking up this win here is huge. Mahomes moves, becomes the youngest quarterback in NFL history to throw 250 touchdown passes. We're watching history right now. He's still got it. He's still doing his thing. But the Ravens, like I mentioned in the previous segment, Lamar Jackson looking like he's going to miss 2 to 4 weeks, I believe I saw.
Who's their backup now? Cooper Rush? I think he's their backup.
Is it?
I think he is.
It's a good question. But are the Ravens going to be missing the playoffs this year? They dropped to 1-3.
I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs. I just think they're too good to where they're going to beat every bad team that they should beat moving forward. Like, these were the tough games early in the season against the Lions and the Chiefs and the Bills, where it was like, it's a toss-up, but those 3 teams, they'll only play once a year. They're going to beat the Browns both times. They should beat the Bengals both times. They'll probably split with the Steelers. Like, I don't think that they have any reason to be worried about not making the playoffs. I mean, obviously, things need to turn around in the NFL. It's not easy to do, but they have a good enough team where they can do it. And I think they're expected to do it.
It is Cooper Rush as their backup. Vegas doesn't love them this week against the Texans. They're home, but they're 1.5-point underdogs. The 1 p.m. game.
I might hammer that line.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Ravens money line might be the play.
I might
Because I'm kind of buying what you're selling.
I would definitely. I think Cooper Rush is, I mean, obviously he's not Lamar Jackson. It's going to change the way they run their offense a lot, but I think they have the weapons in the run game with Justice Hill and Derrick Henry to still have a good run game. And then they have decent receivers around him. I mean, Zay Flowers is a stud. Hopkins looks like he's still got it in flashes.
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely, is he out with an injury? I haven't seen much of him this year.
I thought he was supposed to be back this past week, but
He was a
I haven't seen much
no-go?
of him. I haven't seen much.
We'll
Not
see.
sure.
But I think they're good enough to where they should make a push to end up in the playoff race at the end of the year and be in it. Packers Cowboys Sunday night ends in a tie, so everyone loved wasting their Sunday night watching that game. And then two snoozers on Monday night: the Jets and the Dolphins and the Bengals and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Just
Not much to
bad
say.
games all around.
I was pretty much tuned out. The only thing I heard from those games were that there's a marshmallow Butterfinger that came out.
Yeah, you're fired up about this. If you listen to this show, you'll know that Dom is the
I like
number
two
one
things.
supporter of the Butterfinger Company.
And I like marshmallows.
And you love marshmallow. That's
So
right.
those are two big
on
things.
this show, we've talked about a shaved ice that you get marshmallow topping
Yeah.
on, which sounds
Which is fire.
ridiculously bad.
But it's
It
really
just
good.
sounds so gross to me. I'm
But
sorry.
the Reddit reviews for this marshmallow Butterfinger, they're saying it tastes like the fruity, not fruity,
Lucky Charms. that
Lucky
was it,
Charms
yeah.
marshmallows. They're saying like it tastes like a liquid version of that. I don't like those two marshmallows. Those aren't real marshmallows.
You're a marshmallow fan. I feel like I can take it or leave it on marshmallows unless they're in a s'more. But you,
Well, yeah,
you seek out marshmallow.
well, that's when they're good. Like a regular, like if I have a bag of marshmallows, I don't buy that.
But
It's not
you're
like I'm just
seeking
eating
out the
raw
marshmallow
marshmallows.
flavor. I feel like ice. You like some like ice cream with marshmallow in it, or
Sounds
like
great.
that marshmallow syrup type
Yep.
thing.
No,
I
yeah.
can't really get down with that. If I see marshmallow fluff in a jar of peanut butter, though,
Fire.
just keep it away from me. I'll make sandwiches all night.
Bowl.
I'll be making sandwiches all night.
One time in college, me and my friends were trying to go to this party, and we walked in this house, and there were just these couple people making a bunch of PB&Js.
Oh.
Like 50 PB&Js.
That's
It
awesome.
was like
Did
I
you get
walked
one?
into a factory now. They like kicked us out.
Oh,
Yeah. But I don't know what I walked into, but I wonder about it a lot. What was happening?
that is a strange.
It was like they were getting ready to like pack for a field trip for a classroom.
This is on a Saturday night.
I think so. It was late. It was like in the middle of the night.
Maybe they were going to give them out to the homeless the next day or that night or something
hope
like
so.
that. You walked in on a charity operation.
Pretty nuts.
One time I walked to a party in college, and then we'll get back to our NFL preview. But I walked to a party in college one time where people told me that they were, and I guess that they had left right before the Uber got there. And I walk up and the door's open, and like the door was just open to the house. And I like not unlocked, like it was ajar.
Yeah.
And I walk in and there's not a single person in the house. Like someone could have just broken in.
So you said let me get a spoonful.
So I just walked right in. I was like, what the hell is going on here? And I was like a freshman, didn't have any like drinks with me. I was like, I'll get something. And there was just some empty bottles of like Burnett's, the cheapest liquor you can find, like the cheapest vodka. I filled a water bottle and took it with me to the next party. And it was an interesting night. Oh, and then actually, now that I think about it, that night, then I was like, I need to find something to mix with this terrible vodka.
Yeah.
I like was going through this house that I don't know who lived there. I was going through their cupboards and I found a big can of pineapple juice. And I was like, this is perfect. So
It
I
is.
busted it open and started mixing it, and it was so good.
That's exactly what you needed.
It was spectacular. That's my freshman year walking into a house story. Yours is a little bit better, I feel
Well,
like.
those are two great stories.
Those
nice
are two
little intermission.
spectacular stories. I like getting a little bit of background on us. This is episode 52, by the way.
Wow.
So this is our 1 year
year.
anniversary episode. I feel like I probably
Unbelievable.
should have said that prior to, but
Say it at the end too.
you've got 1 year full of BELs here.
52 hours.
That's right.
They could
52
train an
hours of
AI
behind
on
enemy
us.
lines.
They could like fool our parents and get them to give us our credit card.
Oh, most definitely. My dad would send my social security number in a second. Please don't
Don't do
contact
that.
my dad because you will get my social security number from
Do
him,
not
or at
train
least
an
get
AI
his.
on this.
He's gotten his identity stolen like so many
Really?
times. Like his cards, he's had to cancel them
Wow.
and different stuff like that. It's
AI is
ridiculous.
not going to be good for him.
No, it is not.
What do you
I
think?
I was at my parents' house a couple weeks ago, and my mom's like, "Hey, Jordan, look at the," like to my brother. She's like, "Look at this." they're like inflatable boats or whatever. Like it's like a pontoon, but
Yeah.
it's like inflatable with an engine on the back. I'm across the room, like twice as far as I am close to you right now. And I'm like, Mom, I can see from here that that's an AI video. And she was like, what? And I was like, yes, I can tell that's AI. And she was like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. Like I could just spot it from a mile away. I was like, come on, Mom, do better.
Unfortunately, my girlfriend, who's 25, has sent me stuff before thinking it's real, but it's AI. Like one time she sent me something that was like coffee creamer, like Ben and Jerry's flavored coffee creamer. But like the words were like all jumbled up on the top. Like, are you serious?
Sounds
That's
fire.
a-
That sounds like a good
I was
idea.
like, yeah, that
actually.
would have been great. It was like Cherry Garcia coffee creamer. I was like, I would have been all over that.
The only,
But if we trained AI on all our episodes, what do you think it would like say?
like, what would it say that we say?
Yeah.
It would probably
A lot
just
of
have me
nonsense.
being like, oh man, the Browns suck. They're not going to win a game this year, but
I'd love to see
I'm
a
still
pie
going to
chart.
watch everyone.
High trouble.
Talk about the Rizzler a little bit.
Might have to
um,
import all this in.
The only AI video that's ever got me was that kangaroo at the airport. You see that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
one.
Yeah, that
that,
one's
that
not
one
bad.
got me. I thought that was real. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was real for like over a week until someone was like, "Yeah, you seen that AI video of the kangaroo?" I was like, "Fuck, yeah, no, I love that
Duh.
one. I think it's hilarious that it's AI."
They came out with the new AI video generator, people behind ChatGPT, and it's
God.
pretty insane. They got audio. It just pretty crazy.
I can't wait to get arrested and do time for a crime I didn't commit that someone created on AI.
Well, the number one video on that right now is like a CCTV.
CCTV.
Yeah, it's like a video of that of like OpenAI's founder. They can create that. They can do that for everybody.
My favorite AI videos was these
Not founder, like
these
CEO.
CCTV videos of people getting arrested where they're just wearing gigantic gloves. You ever seen those?
Yeah,
They're the best.
yeah, you like them.
I love those. They're like, I'm allowed to wear big gloves. I'm allowed to. If you've never seen these, Google them, YouTube them.
My
They're
brain rot
spectacular.
on the Instagram reels has been bad lately.
Yeah, well,
Really
you're
bad.
getting Italian brain rot, huh?
Yeah, I've
that's
gotten
what you
some of
said a
that.
little bit in the break.
I did mention that.
You did
I did
mention,
mention that
tum, tum,
briefly.
tum, 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 Sahur. So that's
So we got that
you're
going
getting
for
some
us.
bad stuff. Week 5 of the NFL season
Yeah.
coming up this
How
weekend.
about it?
Thursday night, you guys will be listening after the 49ers and Rams game. I think that one could be an interesting one, a little
Yeah,
interdivision matchup.
big for the division, early one.
Yeah, that'll be
That'll mean
that'll
a
be a
lot.
good one to watch. And then Sunday morning kickoff, Browns against the Vikings in London. We've talked about that enough. Browns defense is going to have to step up. I think this could be. I would be interested to see what the line on the over under for total points in this one is, because I might have to hammer the under.
35.5.
Oh, that's
That means
tight. but-
everyone's taking the under.
That's tight, but I still might take it. Cowboys and Jets, nothing great there. Giants and Saints, two of the worst teams in the league. Jackson Dart should start his career 2-0. Me and
Saints are
Dom,
favorites in that one.
Really?
surprisingly.
that's
Surprisingly.
shocking.
It is.
In the break, me and Don were talking about maybe putting together a parlay that you guys might want to tail an anytime touchdown scorer. I'll say my pick now. I would hammer a Scattaboo touchdown in that game.
You're all over that.
I'm all over that.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I
I'll
love
say
that.
mine because it was a game we've already touched on. It's a game we already touched on. The Ravens and the Texans. I'm taking Woody Marks. I'm taking a running back too.
You're loving Woody.
I'm over Woody. He's RB1 in Houston right now. That offense was clicking last week. And
Where's
the Ravens.
Mixon? Is Mixon hurt?
Nixon hasn't played a game all year.
Is Nick Chubb hurt?
Nick Chubb, they're phasing him out. It's Woody time.
Don't do my man.
It's
Nick Chubb
Woody
like
Marks
that.
time.
I never even heard of him, but I was looking at my fiance's fantasy team. Because Tyrone Tracy's hurt, and I was like, she needs another back because Bijan's on bye. I
Mhm.
was like, who the hell is this guy from the Texans?
Woody.
That's your man, Woody.
It's Woody.
Interesting games this week. Broncos, Eagles. I think that one can be slightly interesting. I think that the Broncos, if they are the contenders that they have come into this season saying they can be, but haven't totally showed thus far, I don't think they have to win this game against the Eagles because obviously they're really good. It's a cross-conference game. But I think they got to show something here to where it's like we can play with the best teams in the league.
Yeah, they got to be competitive in this one, but Eagles right now look unstoppable. It's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see who loses the game first between them and the Bills. I don't see a way that the Eagles lose this game really, but it should be pretty close.
I don't think they should, and I don't think they will, but I think it would be a
Knicks.
hell of a statement for Bo.
Could be
For Bo and the
something.
boys.
They looked a lot better this last week. Still not as high on them as a lot of people right now, but there's 3.5-point underdogs on this one. I still have to take the Eagles.
Looking at some of the afternoon games, I think my bold prediction for the Chargers-Commanders game, if I had to pick a touchdown score from that game,
Let's just do two.
I
Do
might-
two touch scores. Make
I
it a
might
four-piece.
say Lad McConkey.
Really?
We've talked about him already this show that he's bad. I traded him away. That's what always happens. I trade someone away and then they score and play well the next week. I feel like he's not bad. Has he really had like any crazy drops? I don't think so. He just hasn't been getting a ton of targets. Quentin Johnston's look really good, which is a part of it too. I wouldn't doubt that they work him in a little bit more this week. He scores. I'm not going to bet it, but if I had to bet one,
we gotta
touchdown
bet
score
our
in this game-
bet. Or we gotta bet our parlay.
All right, I'll throw that in there.
Whoa,
Scattaboo
whoa.
and
Scat and Lad and
Scat, Lad.
Woody
Schwood.
and my last one here. Let's see.
I mean, you could always go Saquon. That would be kind of an easy one. I
We
feel like we
ain't
need
doing
one-
no easies.
We need one easy one though.
I think running backs are
Scat's
pretty
a pretty
easy.
easy
I
one.
think Scat. I think Woody, if he really is RB1, the Scat Woody parlay could be
Scat
something.
pack is going wild.
Scat-
Bucky Irving might be out. Who's the Buccaneers?
No, I think I'm
running
gonna.
back?
I think I'm gonna take a wide receiver.
Yeah?
Both take a running back. Both take a wide receiver. I think I'm gonna take. Oh, let me think about this.
Oh
Sorry,
my God!
folks.
Left
No,
me
I'm gonna
hanging
take.
on the
I'm
edge
not
of
gonna
my
take
seat
a. I'm not
there.
gonna take a wide receiver. I'm gonna take a tight end.
Here we go. I like
Trey
that.
McBride.
Trey
McBride
I cannot
against the
find
Titans.
the end zone this year.
He's got one tud. I was between him or Calvin Ridley, guys who both haven't been able to find it, but guys who are both due.
Those two are playing each other. Cardinals Titans this
That's
week.
right. And I got to take Trey McBride.
Another game that I think could kind of be a snoozer.
10 to win $1 million.
There's a couple of snoozers in this week. Titans, Cardinals. I feel like this is already like starting to get to the point where it's like, all right, like,
We played our big ones.
yeah.
Let's
Well,
just
like
find
it's getting
out
to the
who's
part of
real.
the year where it's you already look at some of the games and you're just like, I don't even care to look
Yeah.
at the box score for that
Or
one.
we're finding out who are pretenders, and there are a lot of them.
That's
this
right.
year.
Like Dolphins, Panthers. Like who the hell's watching that? Like is
Only the biggest Ted McMillan fans.
yes, which is you.
I might be tipping in. Might tap in for that one.
It's we're getting to that point in the season where there's
gotta
some
be
games
a-
that no one's watching.
You got to be a true freak and a true sicko to watch some of these games.
That's right. We got them on this show, and that's why you listen to us because we're freaks,
We're
and
freak
sickos,
bulls.
and we're freak bulls, and we'll watch as many games as we can, and we hope that you listen to as many behind enemy lines as you can. As this is our 1-year episode, we'll be back on our 52nd episode of Behind Enemy Lines right here after the break for our final segment.
What's the difference between the shirt you're currently wearing and the one that I am? Well, both do their job of concealing us from the outside world and social boundaries. But one little black swoosh makes yours cost nearly double. That red rectangle may not change how warm you are, but it certainly changes the price tag. The truth is, nobody cares about the details. Get to the point with GenericClothes.com. Have a laugh at the big brand clothing company's expense with shirts that simply say sports team, political statement, music band, and more. A shirt for any occasion and the perfect gift. GenericClothes.com.
Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines right here on WSRR Radio, brought to you by YourBuddiesGarage.com. Your Buddies Garage sells a selection of salvage, used, and scrapped auto parts and accessories perfect for a quick fix or a first stop before the shop. Before you pay a pro, see what your buddies got at YourBuddiesGarage.com.
Yeah.
Check that out. Get some car parts, huh? What do you think of that, Dom? Car
Love
parts?
that. Love them.
Love them?
I need them.
Need them?
Bad.
Got them? Have
Don't.
them? Want them? Get them. YourBuddiesGarage.com. Dom, you made a little bit of a prediction last week, and you were partially right, I want to
Yeah.
say. A big announcement was made this Sunday night about the Super Bowl halftime show for Super Bowl 60. Can you believe it's already Super Bowl 60?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's
Ever
crazy.
since one.
Well,
Remember one? That was awesome.
I don't remember that. But there
No.
isn't it kind of crazy? Like there are people alive who saw Super Bowl one.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty nuts.
A lot of people.
Yeah, that just blows my mind.
A lot of people.
So
I
the
always
first
think
Super Bowl.
if you want to go on ages that'll trip you out, I always think about the fact that my grandmother died at 99 in like 10 months.
Yeah,
And I was like, from the day she was born until this day, almost an entire, because like, you know, obviously most people don't live to 100.
yeah,
Almost, I'm sure there are a few people who were alive that were older than her when she died, but I was like, almost an entire new set of human beings are on the earth now than when she was born.
yeah. Pretty mind-boggling.
Pretty wild, man.
To
Pretty
make it to
wild
that
stuff.
percentile. Yeah.
Pretty wild stuff. But you predicted the Super Bowl halftime show a couple weeks
Well,
ago.
So I did two things.
What's
prediction.
what are these
Prediction markets,
prediction
which like
markets?
literally 2 days after we record this, South Park came
Our
out the
last
new
episode.
episode. Yeah, 2 days after we record our previous episode, South Park came out with an episode about prediction markets. They're like, we're just either on top of things or South Park is listening.
South Park knows that they get their best ideas from BEL.
Like Cartman needs to be taking some quotes from BEL.
Yeah, Cartman. Next episode, Cartman and Slade are gonna be hanging
Yeah.
out. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm not really. Well, that was another big thing of their season so far has been about like the AI and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they're just listening to us. And that's that. I'm
Next
not really
they're
a
gonna
big
have an
South
episode
Park
on-
guy.
Next, they're gonna have an episode on Butterfingers.
I never really watched South Park, but watched it recently. It's kind of funny. Got some good stuff.
I've never
in there.
been huge. There's been a couple episodes that I've seen. I've never been a huge South Parker.
Yeah, I might need to go
But-
back and watch some of the old ones because people say that was the golden age.
Yeah.
But anyways, prediction markets did 2 predictions here. One for yes contracts that Miley Cyrus will perform at the Super Bowl, and no contracts for Taylor Swift not performing at the Super Bowl.
And Adele, right? Did you hit the
I
Adele
didn't do
one
the
too?
Adele one at
Oh,
all.
no?
I really thought it was between Miley Cyrus and Adele. I was like, well, if it's Adele, I just lose. I really didn't expect for it to be Bad Bunny. I just didn't think
I didn't
in
either.
a million years. But really, like the more I think about it, it makes sense. He's the #1 streamed artist in the world.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is the #1 streamed artist in the world. I only know one song by him.
Is it
So one-
Nueva York?
No, I don't know that one.
That's my favorite one. I
Another
listen to
one
that
with
one in the gym.
with Drake. Mia, Mia, Mia.
I don't know that one.
That's the only one I know.
Mia.
I was doing a
Oh,
little salsa for
Mia.
the folks listening. The
I just know
audio
Nueva
version.
York. I'll be listening to that in the gym.
I think I'm gonna vibe with it. Like at first I was like, oh, this is so dumb, no one's gonna be able to understand. But the more I think about it, I really don't listen to lyrics too much anyways. It's more just the vibe.
No, yeah,
So
definitely.
I
I
gotta get with it.
I always kind of steered clear of Latin music a little bit, and then like not because I was like I didn't think I would like it, but yeah, like I don't know. When I was younger, I feel like I was more lyric focused. Now I've
Uh-huh.
like grown up and appreciated music itself more. And a couple years ago, we visited my friend in Connecticut, and we were at this gay bar that she likes to go to, and they were playing almost exclusive, like for probably an hour straight. They played exclusively Latin music.
Really?
And I was tripping off that really good time, and I was like,
You
wow.
Shazammed a couple of them?
No, but I didn't do that. I didn't let them put me on like that. But I was like, wow,
never let
Latin
them.
music is fun to dance to.
Yeah, I believe it.
I had a couple of different things in me at that time, but it was a good time. I was like, I think I want to play Latin music at my wedding. Like, this is spectacular.
I think I kind of want to be a Bad Bunny guy.
There was some strobe lights. Yeah, I think that was. I don't even know if they're actually playing Bad Bunny, but from that day forward, I was like, I like Bad Bunny. But yeah, I think I know one song by him.
No, I
That's
didn't.
about it.
I didn't know much about Bad Bunny, but he was the caddy in Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah,
I
you
thought he
didn't
was
know
like
that?
really good.
Yeah,
No,
he was funny. He was
I
good.
knew what he looked like. I just didn't know any of his songs. But then I saw him in there. I was like, oh, he's actually very
He
funny.
outperformed Travis Kelce in that movie.
outperformed Adam Sandler in that movie.
Oh, come on. Sandler put his best foot forward.
Yeah, which isn't
He
much.
tried.
Isn't a whole lot.
The
all things
writing
considered.
of Happy Gilmore 2 upset me. Like, why did his wife die in the first 5 minutes of the movie?
Yeah, I mean that was kind of funny.
I also didn't like that he
I didn't like the whole alcohol.
They said he won 7 tour championships. Like, I don't think it was in a row, but he won 7 tour championships. And he was just like, yeah, I'm totally broke now.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, right.
Just on the street.
Like,
It was a lot of it was just goofy.
it was, yeah. Which I get. Like, obviously, it was kind of supposed to be, but like, I don't know. I was excited to have a halfway decent movie.
Yeah, it's like, let's try a little bit more.
Yeah. I heard that apparently there are rumors that Chubbs Peterson was supposed to be in it a lot. And then Carl Weathers died.
All right.
So then they were like, oh, well, obviously we got to change the script. And I think it was kind of somewhat close to shooting. So that threw a wrench in things.
That's
but
fair enough.
I would have liked to see a little bit better. I think we might have even talked about it on the show, but the PGA guys in it were pretty good.
Yeah,
I thought
weren't
they were
bad at
funny.
all. They were not bad whatsoever.
I thought they were pretty funny. I thought Bryson DeChambeau was all right.
Yeah, he wasn't one that really stood out. for
Scheffler
me.
was in prison. He was
I like
good.
Scheffler. I thought that bit was pretty good. Not a bad movie, though.
What about Rory? Did you see Rory yelling at people at
Yeah.
Ryder Cup?
Yeah, they were being rude. They were being nasty.
My friend filmed that, him yelling F off.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. There were a few things of Rory getting mad at people.
Well, yeah, apparently someone threw a beer can at his wife or something.
Yeah, that's what they say.
He said he's not going to play another tournament in the U.S.,
I don't believe that.
which I don't believe that either. But, like,
He's not going to play. He's not going
I
to play at
feel like-
Augusta.
I feel like he's, like, taking it. Obviously, you're not stoked if someone hits your wife with a beer can or trash or whatever. But, like, it's the Ryder Cup. You know what I mean? Like, it's the U.S. versus Europe. Like, it's the
Yeah.
only time I feel like where it's kind of like a team sport and people can kind of
That
talk
can't
trash.
happen.
Like, yeah, I do think that's bad. But, like, it's not like the U.S. doesn't like Rory McIlroy. Like, it's just that one weekend.
Yeah, I think the people who are being jerks are not real golf fans. We can get loud and obnoxious, but like throwing things and saying some of the things they're
They
saying,
don't respect
it's
the game.
just too far. The Ryder Cup was kind of disappointing, but
yeah, didn't Europe kind of blow them out?
yeah, they got off to a really hot start. It was pretty much over after the first day. Second day, it really looked like it was over, and then the last day, U.S. did really well in the singles, but
Why don't they do that
Wasn't enough.
more? Why don't they do a team format more? I think that would be really fun.
well, they do the Ryder Cup and then they do the President's Cup.
What's the President's Cup?
It's pretty much the same thing, but just not as
U.S. versus Europe? Or is it
Uh,
different team?
I think it's U.S. versus Europe. Pretty sure.
I think that's a good format. I feel like they should use that more.
People just
It's
don't care
intriguing.
about it. But the Ryder Cup, having it like every couple years, that makes it more.
Yeah,
more to look
obviously
forward to.
the
It'd be like
the
if the
scarcity
Olympics
of
were
it.
every year. Nobody would care.
The scarcity of it is big. That is true. But I don't
Winter
know.
Olympics this year, you're gonna be tapping in.
Winter?
Yeah,
I love the Olympics.
winter ones.
I love any Olympics. Yeah, the Winter Olympics are in 2025.
I think so.
You're capping.
Pretty sure.
Next year. Got to
Right.
be next year.
They promoted so early then.
They do because it's already like Olympic season. Like they start all the trials and all that junk.
Every time you watch Sunday Night Football, they're like, the Olympics coming to NBC.
It's because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
NBC's one big product. I feel like NBC has like such weird traditional sports products. Like the Notre Dame is always on NBC. The Olympics
No,
are always on
it's-
NBC.
I mean, it's 2026, but it's February 2026.
oh, okay.
I mean, that's coming up.
I thought maybe it was like December of 2026.
No, sir.
Okay, all right. I don't hate that then.
Yeah, but
I love
we'll
watching
get
the Olympics.
hockey, which is gonna be fun.
True.
But outside of that,
Ski
not
jump,
a big Winter Olympic. That's not good.
slaloms.
That's no good.
The
They're not actually fun to watch. They're cool to imagine, but
the
then you actually watch
biathlon.
it. They're no
you ever
good.
watch the biathlon? That's the coolest sport to watch in theory, but when you actually watch it, it's just a lot of cross country skiing. It's cross country skiing and they have a sniper on their back, and then they pull up to a shooting target and they have to shoot the target.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
and their
interesting.
score is based off like time, but also how accurate they are.
I think with the Winter Olympics, there are no more stars. There's no Shaun White, Lindsey Vonn, Paulo Ono.
I don't know any of those. I know. Oh, Apollo Ono. He was like a speed skater.
You know
right?
Shaun White.
I know Shaun White. Yeah. Lindsey Vonn, was she a snowboarder too?
Lindsey Vonn was dating Tiger Woods for a little bit. I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
He's pretty good looking.
Celebrity couple. The only Winter Olympic star I know is Kelly Stack. Shout out to
Go
Cuyahoga
Mara.
Heights, Ohio. She was a women's hockey player. I think she won the silver medal one year, but she
Really?
went to my high school.
Is that right?
Huge shout out to Kelly Stack. She was my woman crush Wednesday or whatever that stupid shit on
WCW.
Instagram was when I was in like 8th grade. I was like, oh, WCW, freaking Kelly Stack.
Like for TBH.
Yeah, like and rate.
Yeah.
TBH and rate.
They were on
For
some
like-
stuff back then.
Yeah, it's
The
crazy.
government was on some stuff.
The government? You think the government was making TBH
The
edits?
CIA really planted the RDH.
RDH?
You
What is
remember
that?
Rate, date, hate. You remember that?
No.
Y'all weren't doing that?
No, I never did rate, date, hate.
You'd be like light for an RDH. Rate, well, 8. Date, maybe. Hate, no.
Damn, I never even heard of that. I just remember TBH, and every time you would like it to someone you don't even like really know, and they'd be like, "Don't really know you, but you seem cool and funny."
Remember I get
I'd be like, "Hell yeah, man."
post like the like for TBH, but TBH, I don't know you, but you should hit me up.
Yeah,
Give him the Snapchat.
I don't know you, but we should talk more.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
It's tale as old as time.
we got to bring back like for TBH.
We gotta kill Snapchat.
I think I'm gonna bring back like for TBH and
I think
rate
you should post one.
and start rating people as a 26-year-old.
You should post one with like really low, like a lot of pixels on it,
Oh yeah, like super deep fried
and
edit
just put like hashtag
of like
TBH.
comics. It's like Comic Sans
Yeah.
font where it's like for TBH and rate 100 emoji, fire emoji,
You should post,
purple
like-
demon emoji.
You should post like for TBH so I can be real before 2013 ends.
Yep. 2013 about to end. Like, let me
Like
get
for
all
TV.
this out or whatever.
Let me get this off my chest real quick.
Yeah. All right, folks, the new year is coming. You can send me a DM telling me what you really think about me, and I won't carry it into the new year or something like that. You ever see those
Oh
posts?
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I made one of those one year.
Anybody got any tips for going into 7th grade? Drop it in the comments.
Hags, have a good summer. That goes back to signing the year.
That one goes back to I think the 70s,
Hags?
right? Got to.
Probably.
Maybe the 90s.
Hags, baby.
Yeah.
Hags.
Yeah, hags. I wonder if they still say that.
The kids today? The
They probably
chitlins?
get the digital yearbook.
Nah, they just write 6-7 on the back of their yearbook.
Yeah.
You ever seen the TikToks of the teachers being like, so here's the update in brain rot this week.
No.
My kids told me 6-7 this week. There's this one teacher being like, going over the things that were said to him in class. He was like, I didn't even get to the number 6. Someone said, how much time do I have left on the test? And I said 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the kids started laughing so uncontrollably, I had to put him out into the hallway. And
What
I
an
was like, I didn't
absolute
even say
fool.
it.
What an absolute
It's just
fool.
total at this point. It's just insane total brain rot.
They lost their marbles.
They have. The marbles have been fully lost. They've lost the plot. Children's brains are rotted, and it's the CIA's fault.
Yeah.
They're just planting,
I swear
bullets
they,
with stuff written on them, and
I swear they've
TBH
been
and
been
rates.
playing some crazy stuff on my Instagram lately.
the CIA has.
They're trying to destroy my brain.
Aren't
Look-
they all? We're
listen-
not doing that here, though, behind enemy lines. So stick with us. Listen to us next Friday at the same time, only here on WSRR Radio.
God bless. Peace.
The preceding program was a sponsored production. The views, claims, and ideas expressed may not represent those of WSRR Radio.